What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Friday, August 16th. In today's video, I'm very excited to talk about why DOG is positioned to skyrocket in this next bull cycle. Now there are a few things that are happening, such as the holder count that is growing within DOG. Also, charting and analysis possibly showing us a golden cross is about to emerge. Another thing I want to share with you, some recent news that Coinbase Ventures is investing in the Bitcoin DeFi system, but more specifically Ordinals and runes. And also I want to share with you a chart comparing DOG on Bitcoin compared to all these other meme coins on different blockchains with lower market caps that's completely oversaturated. The Bitcoin market cap has not been unlocked for Ordinals and especially for DOG, so you do not want to miss this episode. So let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So right now, DOG is roughly around a 283 million market cap. This has been hovering around this specific price point and 300 million. So it seems to me that we've actually just kind of bottomed out and just been kind of hovering within this range, which is completely normal. Now let's compare this specific token with Bitcoin. So if we go over here and compare with Bitcoin, how's this performing over the past 24 hours? Well, if you spent your Bitcoin buying the dip of DOG, you can see that's actually regaining traction. Your Bitcoin will actually be a little bit worth more since it's going up in an uptrend with Bitcoin. Let's look over the past 7 days. It looks like DOG and Bitcoin have been kind of correlated next to each other. Nothing's too volatile to the upside or to the downside. But if you focus on the daily, yes, you're obviously going to be emotional because you're seeing the volatility, but in the cryptocurrency world is completely normal. Now let's go ahead and look at the whole cryptocurrency market cap with meme coins on CoinMarketCap. Look at DOG. So say for instance, DOG is down 7% over the past 7 days, up 2% over the past hour. But you must be wondering, is 7% a lot for the past 7 days? No, not really. If you look at Ponky, down 16% over the past 7 days, Mogcoin down 25%, MuCoin 13%, Popcat 21%. Everything else that I'm seeing here is a lot more in terms of losses. But the reason I want to show you DOG is because I want you to just kind of pay attention to the data and analytics, because it provides certainty compared to your own emotional perspective, if that makes any sense. Now let's look at the holder count. So we did talk about recently on this channel that DOG has actually flipped RSIC, which is another meme coin on the Rune ecosystem. Now it's flipped its holder count. Now based on the number of addresses, you can see that right now DOG has around 70,997 addresses that are only holding DOG. And the only people that are holding RuneCoin is roughly around 70,953. Now, wallets that are holding both roughly is around 10,225. But if we measured it by the market cap, let's compare it to Bitcoin. So the amount of market cap in Bitcoin, you can see that there's a majority more in DOG than there is in RSIC, and I don't think that's going to change. So let's pay attention to this, because DOG has actually flipped RSIC but also continues to grow day by day. I think more people are being able to buy this specific token at a cheap price, but also there are some other holders from different Rune tokens that are flipping their profits or taking their investments and putting it into DOG, because they know that it's the leader right now in the Rune ecosystem. Now another thing I want to share with you is that if you just look at this, now this is from DOG BTC, who covers the top 100 wallets of the whale wallets almost every single day. Now what I want you to notice is not the amount that they're buying or the amount that they're selling. Look how much these wallets are actually holding in their wallets. How many DOG tokens? Check this out. If you just pay attention to how much they're holding, some are at 132 million, some are at 119 million. If you go down here at the lowest one, some are at 70 million, 63 million. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because they actually have conviction. They're not selling mass majority of it. It isn't just, 5 or 10 whales that own hundreds of millions. It's a ton of people. And this is what we call a free and fair airdrop, is that everybody has the opportunity to become a whale instead of having insiders or coal or influencers or team allocation. This is completely fair and distributed across all different wallets. Now let's talk about Coinbase. Now Farmer Joe, who is a huge investor within the Ordinal and Rune space and also the Bitcoin space as well, he was saying that his sources seem to be true, that likely Coinbase likes Bitcoin, Ordinals, and Runes, big if true. It was actually very true. So Coinbase Ventures, if you don't know, invests on a lot of different dApps, a lot of different platforms. And recently, they not only retweeted, but they also shared with us that they actually have a participation in the seed round funding for 7.6 million for Satflow. This is Coinbase right here. We also have Udi from Taproot Wizards, and we also have Farmer Joe a part of that as well. This is very huge. This is a major institution within the US that is paying attention to investing in something into Satflow, and this has to do with Bitcoin, Ordinals, runes. Let's talk about what Satflow is. It's a pro trading platform for Bitcoin ordinals and runes. Now that's really important to share with everybody out there because that just puts right now at the forefront, ordinals and runes are very undervalued right now. And this is why Dog is positioned really well to be at the forefront of this. Imagine what happens when the UX and UI is going to be built for Satflow. It's going to be super easy for people to buy these specific tokens or these specific NFTs on Bitcoin, aka ordinals. And that's just completely going to change the game. The only thing holding money back from inflowing into this ecosystem for ordinals and runes is the software, is the platform for people to play, buy, sell, and trade this. This is the key right here. Now, another thing I want to share with you is that Coinbase is creating their own wrap token called BTC. That's like wrap Bitcoin. Now, Rena Shah, the chief operating officer of Trust Machines, which is a software firm building Bitcoin solutions, said this to Cointelegraph. The opportunity for BTC based solely on the current Coinbase users is a massive onboarding opportunity for Bitcoin DeFi. That's going to help runes and ordinals. Now, Coinbase's move is a major development for Bitcoin DeFi or BTC-Fi, a wider developer movement aiming to add more utility to the Bitcoin network. Interest in Bitcoin DeFi rose with the debut of Runes, which happened back in April, just 4 months ago. A new protocol for issuing fungible tokens on Bitcoin network that launched on April 20, the day of the halving. This is absolutely huge for the Rune army, not just Dog, but every Rune ecosystem, every Rune token out there, everybody that's building on top of Runes. This is a huge win. Even Aubrey, an advisor for Trust Machines, says Coinbase's wrap Bitcoin on Base isn't just another wrap Bitcoin. It's a signal that Bitcoin is ready to dominate the DeFi space. Now, if you haven't paid attention to the portfolio of Coinbase Ventures, this is what they helped build. This is what they've invested in and provided the best utility platforms and dApps out there. So far, they've invested in doing analytics, OpenSea Marketplace, Magic Eden Marketplace, Etherscan, Optimism, Arbitrum, also Uniswap. The list goes on and on. They have a huge portfolio. And this is why I think right now, we are at the forefront of something amazing within the Bitcoin DeFi space. Now, Jan from the Xverse team ended up sharing some words of wisdom from Udi from the Tapper Wizards team in the latest Ordinal show. I'm going to go ahead and let him play this clip right now because it's words from Udi talking about how Coinbase has gotten involved in the Bitcoin DeFi space.
We've said this before on a lot of other topics, and I really think it's true. I really think the people here in this room, both on stage and the audience, had a very big part in ending up in the point where we're at today, where Coinbase even wants to get into this game. I don't think this could have possibly happened 2 years ago. They couldn't care less. The fact that this is even something that Coinbase is looking at is basically because of the people in this room. I think things are changing over there with regards to their outlook on Bitcoin. And that would not have happened if not for Ordinals and Runes and BRC20s and all that stuff.
Now that you've heard what Udi had to say, let's share with you something that's happening in the charting and analysis of Dog. Check this out. So remember back in the day, I mentioned that we hit a golden cross. I told everybody that golden cross happened and we pumped over 300 million to almost 970 million market cap. Then shortly after, we saw a death cross, sending us to a bearish trend. We had a couple fake outs of golden crosses, such as right here, and the reason we say it was a fake out is because we almost saw that this red line was almost going to cross the green line. That was the most important part that we needed to see, but instead it did not do that. It ended up going back to the downside, and then we saw it again. The red line went back to the downside. Here's the thing though. What we're seeing right now at the current price today is almost in line with the golden cross that happened back in May 15th. What you need to keep in mind is that could we go to the downside? Maybe. But here's the thing, we've almost already bottomed out. We could see a golden cross happen in the next week or so. This is something that I think everybody should pay attention to. If that happens, then you could see something very similar to this happen very fast. Another thing I want to share with you, and the last slide I want to share with you, is you got to look at the meme coins on other blockchains, right? These are other layer 1 blockchains such as Ethereum and Solana. They are oversaturated with meme coins, which means that right now there's not much liquidity to go around. So the liquidity is pretty much thin and people can't see those euphoric or substantial gains that they want. But if you see this, right now Dog only makes up 0.02% of Bitcoin's total market cap of $1.1 to $1.2 trillion. Look at these other ones. Say for instance like MuCat, it's already 0.60% of a market cap that's lower than Ethereum's. And if you look at MogCoin, it's 0.12% of a market cap of 300 billion for the market cap of Ethereum. So really dog right now, once Satflow creates this utility or any other developer creates this utility, my gosh, this is going to be absolutely crazy for dog's market cap to grow. This is why I think it's really important to study dog on a day-to-day basis. Now, what I tend to do is I tend to buy my dog tokens, and this is a little secret trick that I want to share with you, a little strategy, is that for me, when I buy my dog tokens, I transfer them over to a cold storage wallet. So I buy my tokens or my dog on a hot wallet, then I send those tokens over to a cold storage wallet. And then I just leave it there. I don't look at the cold storage wallet. I don't pay attention to it on a day-to-day basis. So that way I can just focus on what I have in my hot wallet. And if the price goes up or down, I'm not going to focus on what's happening in my portfolio in my cold storage wallet. I'm just going to focus on what's happening in my hot wallet, which is meant for trading. And besides, you should be storing all your Bitcoin assets from Ordinals and runes over to your cold storage wallet just for safekeeping, so you don't have to go through any hacks or you don't have to go through any wallet drains if there's any potential hacks happening in the future. So that's why I think it's really important to study this, really important to study dog and also protecting your assets. So let me know your thoughts down below what you just seen with Coinbase Ventures entering the field of Bitcoin DeFi. From the charting analysis of dog, are we going to see a golden cross? And also, if you compare the specific token with other blockchains and their oversaturated meme coins, don't you think that dog's going to do really well? Well, I want to hear your thoughts because all of this is just my own opinion, not financial advice. So with that said, be sure to smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding dog. Until then, see you guys girls next time.